Hello guys, welcome to Obi King Media. What you are about to hear is the political story of the year. For hours, the People's Democratic Party, the main opposition party in Nigeria, descended into sheer anarchy. We are talking about tear gas, full-scale brawls, and governors being forced to flee in their own party headquarters. The battle for Wadata Plaza was not just a fight for a building, it was a fight for the soul of the PDP. We are breaking down the complex timeline, the powerful figures pulling the strings, and the messy history that led to this explosion. Stick with us because the fallout from today will change Nigerian politics forever. To understand this chaos, you must know the generals. This war is essentially between two powerful camps. The Wike camp, led by the former governor and current FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. His point man on the ground is Senator Anyanwu, who insists he is the rightful national secretary, leading the charge to keep the new chairman out. This camp holds a firm grip on the party structure they inherited. And the second camp is led by governors like Seyi Makinde and Bala Mohammed. They represent the faction that pushed for the major change at the controversial Ibadan Convention, installing Kabiru Turaki as the new national chairman. And what is their goal? To clean house and fully take control. For weeks, both sides were on a collision course, and that collision finally happened. The fighting started very early in the morning. The Wike Anyanwu faction was already there, mobilizing security and supporters to lock down the headquarters. They were ready for a fight. When Governor Makinde, Governor Mohammed, and the newly elected chairman Turaki arrived, they were immediately met with fierce resistance. Supporters of the rival faction formed human shields, refusing to let the new leaders enter their own party office. As the confrontation escalated, with shouting and shoving turning into full-blown brawls, the police were forced to act. We saw massive deployment of armed security, not to side with anyone, but to stop a bloodbath. In a chaotic sequence, the police fired multiple rounds of tear gas canisters directly into the crowd to separate the warring factions. This is a key point. Governors, some of the most powerful people in the country, were caught in a cloud of tear gas simply trying to enter their party's national office. But the climax of the day saw the governor's will prevail. Turaki and his supporters successfully forced their way through the resistance and into the secretariat. By noon, he had officially assumed office, marking a temporary victory for his faction and officially recognizing his new leadership. Now let's talk about the political bomb that dropped. It was a chain of reaction of expulsions. Remember, the Turaki leadership was elected at the Ibadan Convention. At that event, they formally expelled Minister Wike, Senator Anyanwu, and other loyalists, effectively throwing them out of the party. But today, while Turaki was settling into his new office, the expelled Wike-backed faction, holding its own parallel meeting, struck back. They announced a counter-expulsion, declaring that the man who just expelled them, including Governors Makinde, Mohammed, and Chairman Turaki, were now themselves expelled from the PDP. What does this mean? It means legally and politically, the PDP is now non-existent. You have two groups, both claiming to be the authentic party, both claiming to have removed the other's leadership. The fate of the entire party now rests squarely in the courts, which will have to decide which faction, if any, holds legal standing. This crisis actually did not happen overnight. Its roots go deep, stemming from two major events: the 2023 election fallout. The party never truly healed from that 2023 general election. Factions emerged immediately over blame, strategy, and who should control the future direction of the party. This led to a year of infighting over who had the right to lead the opposition. The battle became obsolete when the governor's camp decided to hold the Ibadan National Convention. They argued it was necessary to change a failed leadership. However, the Wike camp immediately ran to court and secured an order barring the convention and instructing the election body, INEC, not to recognize it. The fact that the Makinde faction went ahead and held the convention anyway, ignoring the court order, is what turned this political disagreement into a legal and physical war. The Wike camp insists the convention that elected Turaki is illegal, null and void. So the brawl we all experienced were the violent consequences of one faction pressing ahead with the disputed convention and the other faction responding by physically locking them out of the party structure they had long controlled. The PDP has imploded. The party now faces a catastrophic battle in courts that could last years and potentially disqualify them from future elections. So who is truly to blame for tearing the opposition apart? Let us know your detailed thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the Ibadan convention was necessary, or was it a fatal mistake? Smash the like button right now and make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notification. And trust me, we will track this story no matter how messy it gets and bring you the legal verdicts as they drop. See you in the next one, my people. Peace and love.